Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. Guess what? I'm finally filming my empties. I know it's been a while. It's been almost a month since I filmed my empties. This is for the entire month of April. If you watched my Chop and Chat, you know that this month, May, I'm working on nothing but teddy bees. I've only cheated and warmed another vendor one time. So today is the 12th, so 12 days of melting teddy bees. I'm getting through a lot and I'm making a dent in what I chopped up. And so the next empties video, which I'm going to film in the beginning of June, will be all teddy bees. So if you're a teddy bees fan, watch my next empties. Okay, this month, April, I go through quite a bit of things, but I also have some non-wax related items that I'd like to talk about, being soaps, wallflowers, and one candle. So here we go. It's Sunday night. It's a late night version. It's after 9 o'clock. My husband is playing in another golf tournament tomorrow. This is a work-related one. And the golf course where he's playing, his sister and her family actually live near the golf course, and they have to be there at 7 a.m. So he just goes and stays with them overnight and gets there nice and early so he doesn't have to drive in the rush hour traffic. And I made dinner before he left. I made taco stuffed peppers, and well, I've been cooking for my husband for 13 years, and he said this is one of the best things I've ever made. So if you want the recipe, let me know. I can try and share it somehow, probably in my Facebook if you're friends with me on Facebook. If not, just ask me and I can send you the link through Messenger or something. And then I did dishes, and I had intentions of coming up and filming this earlier, but I sat down and watched 2020. The episode just sucked me in. I love 2020 and Dateline and all those good shows, and here we are. So it's just Poppy and me holding down the fort, so that's okay. All right, what should I do first? I'm going to go ahead and do my candle. So I had quite a bit of candles to talk about in March's empties. But this month, I only really got through one because honestly, I turned off my crock downstairs and I just didn't put any in them. And also, when I have one down there now, peppermint sugar cookie from Bath and Body Works. So this one I want to talk about here is white velvet coconut. Now this one was from the Christmas line from 2020. They had a good bit in this collection, you know, with this this jar design. I have a few more in the closet, but I'm still working on fall and winter candles because most of my candles I have are from those two seasons. And then my summer ones are way in the back, and I'm just lazy and I don't feel like pulling all my candles out. So why I picked this one is because it's not a Christmas scent. It's just a coconut cake, so it really is seasonless. The notes of this are white velvet cake, coconut shavings, and white buttercream. So I lit this once, and I wanted to see how did it kick when it was warmed, and I really had a hard time smelling it. So I thought this is a perfect one for my warmer, my crock. So I put this in my crock. It's downstairs in my kitchen in my open concept area. This lasted for almost 5 days. I could smell this. It was a creamy, rich coconut cake. It kind of reminds me of the Easter bunny cakes that some people make for Easter, you know, decorated with jelly beans and all of that stuff, with the white frosting and the coconuts as fur, all those things. Delicious cakes. It reminds me just of that. Or if you have a really good, another example, do you remember the Pepperidge Farm 3-layer cakes that they sell in the frozen department that they still sell? Just like that. It tastes definitely how it smells. This. I would buy this again, definitely. If I ever go back to Bath and Body Works for candles. We are divorced from candles at the time. Maybe I'll have a second marriage with them. I'm not sure. But white velvet coconut. That threw beautifully in my crock, like I said, but lit, I struggled a little bit. I have a couple of wallflowers. 2 of these are not Bath & Body. They are Mainstays from good old Walmart, because I wanted to really see how does Mainstays and Better Homes and Gardens oil plugs compare to Bath and Body Works. If you hear background noise, dirt bikes and stuff, I have my window open to get some air in here. I have to close my door because my cat gets into stuff when I film. So it's just, it reminds me, the sounds of the dirt bikes and stuff remind me of home. Where my aunt lived, I spent a lot of time with her. The kids would ride the dirt bikes up and down because she kind of lived in the country, around more homes than where I lived in the country with my parents. So the dirt bikes remind me of home. So my takeaway so far on mainstays, I have one plugged in here. It is Hawaiian coconut. I actually just plugged this in yesterday. And first of all, these Better Homes and Gardens, which I've talked about before with just one, they burn through in about a week and a half to 2 weeks. And to me, that's not very cost effective. At least Bath and Body Works can last for me a month to 6 weeks. I think it just depends on the fragrance. I mean, there's no really rhyme or reason. I can put a wallflower in and it lasts for 6 weeks, and I wonder, when in the hell is this going to burn out? And then there's one I put in and it seems like I look over tomorrow and it's half gone. And I don't really like that as a consumer. I want something that consistently performs. Hawaiian coconut, it's a nice creamy coconut. I do have to be hovering very closely to the plugs in order to smell these. And I understand it's cheaper, it's not as good quality as Bath and Body Works is. But I have been experimenting around with Airwick and Glade, which I'm not above that. Get them at the good old Target and Walmart, which is fine with me. And quite frankly, that's probably the route I'm going to go, but who knows? I mean, I'm up in the air with what I'm going to do with my fragrance oils. Maybe I'll even stop using them in my home. I use so much wax and candles anyways. It really is probably redundant to use them. So this is Hawaiian coconut. The next one here is actually in my guest bathroom right now. This is Juicy Watermelon. And this one is half gone, and I put it in a week ago today, the day I got home from Idaho. I put it in the bathroom because the one that was in there was getting low, but I went ahead and changed it. Half gone, 7 days, and that's not cool to me. I can smell fragrance a little bit here and there, whiffs of the watermelon. On cold, like just smelling it, this is a juicy, fantastic, creamy watermelon. I really like this. But in terms of longevity, I'm going to end up spending just as much as I do on wallflowers with these little guys. So mainstays is probably not for me. I bought a couple Better Homes and Gardens. I'm going to see if they're any better, at least performance-wise, in terms of being able to smell it, but they burn through pretty quickly too. But this last one here is Bath and Body Works. This is Coconut Lime Breeze, which used to be Coconut Lime Verbena, I think, in the past. This is Zesty Lime, Lemon Verbena, and Sheer Coconut. And this is supposed to be enhanced. And I have this going downstairs in my dining room area. Can't smell it. Just can't smell it. So I love this fragrance though. I love a good coconut lime fragrance. This is an OG. I don't know why they changed the name, but it sucks. It does in terms of performance. I have a few soaps. This first one, it's been in my guest bathroom, and other than when my mom comes down or when I'm cleaning or something, that sink isn't really used a ton. So this soap has been there for 2 years, I think. This is Terracotta Canyon, and I finally finished it. This is Golden Amber, Desert Jasmine, and Warm Sandalwood. This is like a 15 out of a 10 in terms of fragrance. This stays on your hands for a long time after cleansing. I love this fragrance. A little goes a long way. It's almost too much for me, but I like the aesthetic of this. And my guest bathroom is hues of blue and white, and I thought this went pretty because I like melon and blue together. So that's why I put that in there. I don't always color coordinate my soaps. I know there are some out there that are really, really, really OCD with that. I tend to like to, I'm using my soaps that I have too, and I have really only used Bath and Body Works soaps for almost 20 years. So when the time comes that I'm out of soaps, I'm going to have to decide, do I continue buying soaps or do I use Dove from Walmart or something like that, which is okay with me. Dove makes fantastic moisturizing products. I very well might just start using Dove. But I have a lot of fall and winter soap. I have very few summer scents. So I'm using winter and fall, even though it's almost summertime. This next one is Gingerbread Bakery. I loved the little guy on the front. I love gingerbread. When I put my Christmas tree up before I had a cat, my theme was gingerbread and candy canes, and I love that. And there'll come a time where I'll put my big tree back up again, but my cat is the most exploratory cat and most curious cat in the world, I swear. And she jumps into the baby tree, so she's gonna have a field day with the big boy. So for right now, my tree is it's in hibernation for several years. This one is gingerbread cookies, brown sugar icing, and cinnamon spice. I was not happy with this one just because it was super artificial gingerbread. And you wouldn't think that gingerbread is artificial because I have gingerbread wax that smells beautiful and authentic, and I've made gingerbread in my day. This just I think the fact that the brown sugar icing, they went a little overkill with the artificial scent with that. And it kind of killed the gingerbread. A little bit of cinnamon I don't really get. I just get fake vanilla gingerbread, and that's not what I want. So in theory this was good, but the only cute thing about this is the gingerbread guy. And I do like that they are now making their soaps without sulfates, parabens, and dyes. I try to use paraben-free items whenever I can, except for my Lubriderm that I use on my skin, because I have used a lot of things in the warm summer months. Here in Utah, we're in a desert, and I can't use some of the heavy creams and stuff you would think it's dry, I would need it, but you go outside and I sweat. My pores can't breathe when I have the heavy stuff on. So I use Lubriderm from this time until, late summer and the beginning of September and such. And then I start using more of my heavier creams and my richer lotions. And this last one is Cherry Almond Shortbread. I love the color of this, first of all, that nice rich mahogany color or cherry wine color. This was one of my wedding colors, actually. And this one, I really like this on cold. You can really smell the cherry almond. This is similar to Jergens, the traditional, original cherry almond fragrance. Jergens smells fantastic. When you suds this up and get it going, I don't like the shortbread. I didn't like how it smelled fake. I want more from my bakery, I guess. I guess I'm spoiled in that in that regard. This, I loved it. Would I buy it again? No. And I would definitely not buy Gingerbread Bakery again. And Terracotta Canyon, I would, but I already have 2 more, and they'll last probably for 20 years with the rate that I use them in that bathroom. So that's all my non-wax items. Let's get into the vendor wax. So, as you can see from my thumbnail, I changed up my basket. I've been cleaning around and organizing my wax pretty deeply. I know I said in my last Empties video I was getting ready to destash, but I've had some things happen from that video to now, and I do have my first round of stuff ready to go. I'm waiting for some boxes to get here and some supplies so I can have them on hand in case some of you buy more than just what fits in a PFRE. So I do have that ready to go. And I am moving a lot of stuff downstairs, and I have to go through all those things downstairs. So if there are those of you that I reached out to say, hey, I'll let you know what I have, I am behind on that. Between going out of town, being sick, having vertigo, and some other things happening, not to mention appointments and things, I just haven't gotten around to it. But, everybody buys wax all year long, it seems like. So I got rid of my wicker basket. I've had that basket for years, and I was frankly just tired of it. And this, I actually had my Sassy Girl Aroma Brittles lined in here. And I'm not really warming a lot of her stuff right now because of, the situation that she's going through. And I'm working on Teddy Bees. And then next month, I think I'm going to work on Lavender and Speckles. I've been warming a lot of L3 the last few months, but I'm going to kind of pare back a little bit to get some of my collection down with some other vendors. I also might split my month between Lavender and Speckles and maybe Swanky or RG, because I do still have some RG I wanna work through. So I'm finding with me and the way that I warm, if I pick a vendor specific month, I'm making a dent that way more than just, having a giant tote with all these choices and just taking one or two pieces out of each bag. It seems to me to work this way in my home. That's me. So let's go ahead and get started. I might also do Second and Spruce a month for Second and Spruce, because I'm getting a lot of her stuff too, and I made a considerable order the other day when they had their roadshow pre-order, like I think a lot of us did. I'm glad I put my order in when I did, because I was thinking, what if I wait till I'm done working? And I'm glad I didn't, because when I was done working, she had announced that she closed. So I was like, okay. I made my list and went with that. So here we go. Speaking of Second and Spruce, let's start off with Second and Spruce. This is Dream a Little Dream. Dream a Little Dream. So Erica reached out to me late last year and wanted to do a test run with customs, and I was her guinea pig. And this was one that I got. This was a shape bag, and I love lavender. So this one, Erica has fantastic lavenders. She has a new lavender out that I was one that got a tester in my the one collection, and I absolutely love that lavender. It's smooth and relaxing and creamy and delicious. I loved it enough that I bought an entire loaf of Catching Z's from the last pre-order, because I love lavender. And Dream a Little Dream is lavender, sugar cookies, vanilla cake, waffle cone, and cotton candy. So everything, I could smell a little bit of everything. I could smell a little bit of the cotton candy. I could smell the vanilla. I could smell the waffle cone. I could smell the cake. I could smell the sugar cookie, and I really like this. My husband likes this one too. I actually got a second bag of this. So I'll save that one for a rainy day. This one was poured back in January 12th, and it performed beautifully. I love Erica's wax. Her shape bags, if she ever gets back to those again, they're fantastic too, because there's no cutting involved. Dream a Little Dream. Next, I have quite a few different vendors in here. I'm just going to grab and go. Okay, Destination Wax. I haven't talked about Destination Wax for several years on my channel. Reason being is I wasn't ordering from Rebecca for a while, but a couple of months ago, last minute, I decided to get on and grab a bunch of lavender from Destination Wax, and I also got a new loaf of Thai sticky rice, because I have found an old loaf, and I chopped it up in, not my last chop and chat that was Teddy Bees, but the previous one. And I started warming it, and it just wasn't, it was too overpowering with something that was in it. And I don't remember it being that way when I purchased it. So I think that one was a little too old, and it turned in a way. So I sent it to the graveyard, which is the garbage can in terms of wax, and I bought a new loaf for myself. And I grabbed a bunch of lavender. And I didn't do a haul for that, because I had like 6 items, and I don't like to do short little baby videos like that. But this next video, I actually made another purchase with Destination Wax, and I got some more lavender. And the reason why I made that purchase is because my sample was white sari. Now, pink sari is patchouli and pink sugar, which is phenomenal. I love it. It's beautiful. She blends it beautifully. White sari is white roses and patchouli. And I smell that. And if you watch me, you know I love rose. I was blown away. So when she opened, I think in the last part of April, yeah, last part of April or beginning of April, last month, white sari is being discontinued. And I thought, shit, where was I the last couple of years? I could have been having this beautiful rose patchouli moment. But I bought, I think 4 or 5, maybe 5 bars, whatever I could, of white sari. And I will do a review for that video because I got some more lavenders. So this one, excuse me, let me get a sip of water here. I don't have my $20,000 water jug tonight. I have my hydro flask with my name on it here. I love my hydro flask, especially now. I have to do some special things for the next couple of months, and drinking more water is one of them. So, excuse me. Okay. Lavender Tassie, or Lavender Tassie, however you say this one. A clean lavender, similar to Tasmanian lavender essential oil. And on the back, she puts a little pour date. This was poured on March 3rd. So lavender, I love all lavenders. And Rebecca does lavender beautifully. If you're a lavender fan and you haven't tried Destination Wax, I would encourage you to try her lavender. With me, I find Destination Wax, her formula, her wax formula, starts to peter out or at least lose intensity for me after about 12 to 15 months. Lavender might be the exception because it's a stronger oil naturally, but I'm not even going to let them get a year old. I'm going to use my lavender because I melt lavender quite a bit in my home. I liked this one. It smells like a herbal lavender essential oil. I melted this mostly at bedtime and my husband liked it. It was just a nice clean lavender. This is Lavender Tassie. Next, we have Lavender and Speckles. This is Lavender Sandalwood Beach Marshmallow. Fresh lavender, creamy sandalwood, and marshmallows, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, and a hint of s'mores, which is her version of beach nights. Lavender and Speckles. I failed to say, Second and Spruce is owned by Erica Kane from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Destination Wax, I believe that Rebecca lives in Connecticut. She's somewhere in the New England states. I think Connecticut. And Lavender and Speckles is owned by Beth Wilson from Rogersville, Alabama. She just finished another pre-order on Friday. There was the Roadshow trio of Second and Spruce, Lavender and Speckles, and Noel's Farm Scents. I might have some of his stuff in here. But I got this one, and I love Beth's Beach Nights. And it's a creamy, beautiful, gorgeous beach nights. Mixed with the lavender and the sandalwood, it just created this serene, relaxing vibe. It was very creamy, not too overpowering, but just delicate, and it graced the air beautifully. I really liked this one. I try anything with lavender in it for the most part, and beach marshmallows is I love that. I'm up for customs in June with Beth, and I'm going to be using a lot of pie crust and pine cones and beach nights. So she already told her. She already knows. So, okay. Let's stick with Lavender and Speckles because I have a good bit here on top. Let me just make sure. If there's one more down in there, it'll be okay. I think I found one. Hold, please. Okay. Strawberry balsam. Strawberry balsam. Strawberry is good any time of year. I love strawberry. I have for a long time. Blended with pine, it's very crisp and refreshing. I really like how the sweetness of the strawberry cuts that astringentness or astringent-like quality that some pine oils can have. This is balsam, so it was a little bit more creamier than just a straight bam balsam, but I think strawberry and pine cones, I'm sure that that's been offered in somewhere. It might have even been in the roasted pine cone sampler that I had a few months ago. I don't remember. I actually put that away for a rainy day, and I'm using my my small bags and such right now. But Strawberry and balsam, I warmed this exclusively downstairs in my hot plate warmers and my one tea light that I have downstairs. I'm out of tea lights, so I need to buy some more. This I can still smell. You get just strawberry pine. You get both. I mean, it's blended beautifully, very equally. You can get both notes, like I said. I like this. I would buy this one again. Next is Cotton Candy Laundry. The description on here is for a strawberry pound cake blend. That's not right. So this is a cotton candy and a really strong, nice laundry. This is self-explanatory. It's cotton candy laundry. My husband didn't really care for this blend. He thought it was weird. But I don't always take Marty's opinion because he's a man, first of all. And his descriptions are nice, or I really, really like that, or it's putrid. So he has three realms he falls into. So I warmed this when, he wasn't home. He went to a conference last week. So I finished this up real quick before I started melting Teddy Bees for May. I like this. I wouldn't buy it again just because of Marty, but if it was just me, I would buy this, and it's very strong. It is sweet cotton candy laundry. It's kind of very creamy too. So if you're not a cotton candy person like I am, that laundry is very dominant. It doesn't smell like laundry detergent or fabric softener. There's that sweet, creamy cotton candy there too. Next, this is one I've had multiple times, and ones that you love too. One that you guys love too is Beach Night Cookies, which is now Beach Marshmallow Cookies. This is per Beach Nights, which is marshmallows, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, and s'mores, boardwalk marshmallow clouds, and sugar cookie royale. What I love about this one is you can smell the Beach Nights, yes, but that boardwalk marshmallow clouds is so creamy and rich and dominant to my nose, and it blends beautifully with the sugar cookie royale. Sugar cookie royale can be blended with fruity or bakery or coffee or fruit. I already said that one, but you know what I mean. It can be blended with Beach Nights. It's such a versatile oil. As is Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. I love this one. I have this in a big bag. I have multiple little bags, and I don't think I ordered it on Friday because I was trying to try some new stuff, but the Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds is beautiful in this. It's creamy, rich bakery. And finally, this one is Leaves and Smoke. I love, 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 love this blend. This is smoked cedar, oud embers, clove, cedarwood, and spearmint, patchouli and amber, blended with leaves, which is Bath & Body Works, with a hint of evergreen. Lots going on in this, lots of complex notes at that. But this one you can still smell in the bag. I love the cedar and the mint and the leaves and just the outdoorsy vibes. It really smells like leaves and smoke. I wouldn't say that it's smoky because it's not. It's almost like if you smelled a piece of wood that had previously been burned, and it has that soot-like smell to it, and it's charred. It's almost like that with leaves and mint and amber and just a woodsy dark vibe. I love this blend because I warmed this and it's so strong. It lingers in my home. I really like that in a blend. This is perfect for fall or those dark winter days, or even now. I warm this now. Leaves and Smoke. This performs very, very well. Next, this is a vendor I haven't purchased from in 2 years. This is the Melted Mousse. The Melted Mousse is owned by Jackie, starts with an A, but the Melted Mousse is no longer the Melted Mousse. She only does really custom orders, poured to order, through a Melted Mousse friends group. I can't remember what the page is called. I was going to order some from Jackie last October, but then I had to put that on hold, and I'm going to order from her sometime this year. I just don't know when. This one is Strawberry Pretzel Salad. This one is very similar to Salad Queen from Second and Spruce. Why I know that is because Salad Queen I got in my customs order from Second and Spruce, and it was actually just offered on Friday, blended with vanilla ice cream. So I got a tub of it. I should have got 2 tubs or a loaf, really, but I was being good. This one is strawberry jello, cheesecake, and a buttery pretzel crust. Excuse me. The key to this one is that buttery pretzel crust, because there's something extra in this. And if you've ever had the strawberry jello that this is trying to be, it has the pretzel crust with the cream cheese and powdered sugar layer, and then you have your strawberry with blended with jello and your Cool Whip if you choose to put that in there. Some people don't. I grew up eating that, and this smells just like that. You can even get that pretzel, that buttery, salty pretzel vibe. I love this. This will be on my list when I do order from Jackie again. So, strawberry pretzel salad. Next, this is a sample from Second and Spruce. This is key lime pie. Key lime pie. Erica has a very good key lime pie. Funny story, I was sick around Easter time, and then my husband got the same thing I did about a week and a half after I was better. And he lost his sense of smell. I don't know if we had COVID or what we had, but it was a very weird, lingering, annoying cold. He lost his sense of smell, so I thought, I'm going to test out his nose and see if he can pick up on this lime. He usually comments when I have a lime going, because he doesn't like most limes. He didn't even say a word. So I knew either he liked it or he couldn't smell it, because if he didn't like it, he would have told me this smells like vomit. He didn't. So I'm just going with the fact that it's a good one. This is key lime, graham cracker crust, and extra cream. There was a form of this, a couple forms of key lime pie on the One collection pre-order, and I don't think was there one on Friday. Yes, there was one, a key lime pie blended with strawberry pound cake, and I think I got a what was the smallest size on? I don't remember. Did I get that one? I might have, I might not have. We'll see when the order gets here in a couple of months. This is great. This is nice and rich. If you were a fan of melted mousse key lime pie, which I have a bag of, and I use it very, very sparingly, this one smells just like it, but it's much creamier because Erica puts that extra cream in there to maybe take a little bit of the strength of the key lime down to be a little bit more creamier, similar to the pie. I love that one, actually. We'll do another sample of Second and Spruce. This is raspberry jam. Her famous raspberry jam. This is just raspberries and sugar. I really, really love this raspberry. Erica is actually now known for her raspberry. I actually had these two going at the same time. Raspberry key lime pie. I mean, if you've had her raspberry, and you're a raspberry fan, I should say, this smells just like you think it would. That one, it's kind of tough to describe, but it's rich, it's vibrant, it's not too floral. There's a little baby hint of it in there. Not bad, but it's creamy and rich and blends beautifully. Jam and Java. Jam and Java was on the Second and Spruce list, and I might have grabbed some more, even though I have a good bit of it. Jam and Java is her house coffee bean and raspberry jam. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay. I have a couple of clams in here from a couple of vendors. This first one is a new vendor to me. I actually, you know, I did do a haul video for this. I was thinking I didn't, but I did do a haul video for this. This is Sweet Tooth Scents. Man down. Sweet Tooth Scents. This is owned by Heather Riddle from, where does she live? She's up north somewhere. Oh man, I can't remember the state. I'm sorry. Michigan, Minnesota, somewhere up north. How I know that is there was a giant snowstorm and she couldn't ship out orders, and I remember that. And then I think this was part of that. This is sugar pine and patchouli. This is a single oil, I believe. This is pear, patchouli, balsam, and pine. This is one of the best pine patchouli blends I've ever smelled. I love this. You can't really detect the pine in here. It's very well done. You have a little bit of creaminess from the pear. You have that beautiful patchouli, not stinky, not incense patchouli. It's a sweet patchouli blended with pine and balsam. And I really like this. It's clean and crisp. There was a blend from another vendor. blank label wax melts that I got a custom of a Christmas shave, which was sugared pine and patchouli with shaving cream. And this reminds me of my grandpap. And with the shaving cream, and it doesn't so much with this, but with the shaving cream, it reminds me of when, you know, he was alive and I was around him. I really like this. Full disclosure, some of her scents are not throwing the best for me. I have a few in my melting tote that, you know, I'm not currently working on because I'm doing teddy bees. But I'm struggling to really smell them from a distance. I have to be in the close vicinity to really get performance. And I know that she had two different formulas going around, Parasoy and then a soy formula. This one says it's straight soy. And historically, with me, ones that are straight soy, I kind of struggle with. So it might not be her, it might be me in my home. There's a lot of factors. I think a couple of you has said, I think even Chris mentioned in one of her Empties videos, it depends on warmer location, where your vents are, and the, you know, the blowers in your home, humidity level, dryness level, time of day. All these things affect how the stuff throws. So I like this. I plan on ordering from her pre-order, and I don't know when that is. Facebook isn't really showing me a lot of posts. I get random posts sometimes that are a week old, and then it's a struggle bus constantly with my feed on Facebook. So whenever her May pre-order is, I'm going to order. I think this is on the list, unless I missed the pre-order, and then I'm sorry, Heather, because I told you I would order and I didn't if I missed it. So maybe it's not until next week. I'll have to look. This next one is from Kay. Kay is owned by Carla Meredith. Oh man, where is she from too? I don't remember. My old brain's catching up to me. I don't remember. She's from the Midwest somewhere, Illinois or Missouri, one of those two. Sorry, Carla. This is Pink Sugar Cookie, and I think this one has been discontinued, and it sucks because this is fantastic. This is Pink Sugar and Sugar Cookie. That Sugar Cookie, I mean, when pink sugar is blended with bakery, it gets rid of that artificial, sickeningly sweet, perfumey that it naturally is, to my nose at least. And it's true because Pink Sugar Pie Crust, Warm Vanilla Sugar from L3, one of my favorite blends from them, doesn't have that artificial, sickeningly sweet perfume smell that pink sugar is. I loved this. This performed beautifully. I had this down in my kitchen. It's creamy, and it's almost like a pink frosted cookie. It's just, rest in peace, honey. You're going to you're in the oil graveyard, I guess I should say. Maybe it'll come back one day. We're not sure. Okay, let's see what else I have in here. I'm looking for vendors in here I only have really one of. I should have saved my teddy bees to do it all in my teddy bees video, but that wouldn't be fair because I didn't warm it this month. I have one of that. Lots of L3. I've been warming a lot of L3. I told y'all I have. A couple Glitterati. I have another Destination Wax. I might as well talk about that. 2 Destination Wax. Then the rest is, no, I have a couple other ones in here. Okay. Here's another Sweet Tooth Scents. This was a sample. This was just cola. Cola. And this one, it has that beautiful caramel quality that colas have. But then again, like I said, this one is a soy wax sample. I struggled to smell this one. I warmed this one upstairs in my office in my Accord warmer, my Scentsy Accord. And there was 3 pieces in here, and I put 1 piece in each. And I was in the room, and I still had to get over to smell around that. So, I know that Heather's a newer vendor. Maybe she's working on some things on her side. But I like this. This cola was a nice cola. I've had some cola oils where it's too much almost. There's something I can't quite put my finger on with cola. But cola, I think of Coven it's probably been renamed by now, Coven from Super Tarts. That cola, excuse me, cola with sugar cookie and whatever else is in it is a magnificent fragrance. So I do like colas, just not all colas. But this was a good cola. I hope that made sense. I'll stop saying cola now. Okay. I'm looking here to see these single ones I have out here. Okay. My L3's in there. This is a vendor who is now retired. This is Candles from the Keeping Room, Miss Carol Wollstonecroft from the Scranton area in Pennsylvania. I wasn't going to really talk about any... I hear a bug outside. It probably wants in with the light, but he could stay outside. I wasn't going to really talk about any more Candles from the Keeping Room, but I know there are those of you out there who went nuts with ordering like me, and I really could even do a whole month of Candles from the Keeping Room. But Carol's wax keeps for years just because of how hard it is and, you know, just the texture that it is. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do a month dedicated to her wax yet. Maybe down the road when I want to make a dent, I will. But I know there are those of you that have quite a bit of her wax, and if you have this in your collection, I figure, you know, maybe I'll get you to pull it out and warm it. This one is Wildberry Mousse Zucchini. I'm absolutely in love with Wildberry Mousse. I have been for months, and blended with zucchini bread, it's primo. Carol does very, very well at zucchini and strawberry and lemon and just about everything. I mean, the woman was a complete masterpiece queen in the wax community. She's enjoying her retirement with her husband and busier than ever, and I'm so happy for Carol. She's such a kind lady. I love this. This performs, for me, the best in my tea light warmers, but it's also pretty good in my hot plates. This is Candles from the Keeping Room. Next, I have one Sassy Girl Aroma. Sassy Girl Aroma, Julie Gebchek from Toma, Wisconsin. Business on hold right now. I haven't seen any updates after the big guys went in to investigate the fire. Maybe they don't know the reason yet. And like I said, Facebook isn't showing me everything, so maybe there's been an update that I don't know about. I'm at 41 minutes. Okay. This is Strawberry Frosted Cookies. I absolutely love this blend. This is strawberry jam and pink frosting, sugar cookie dough, and frosted sugar cookie. This is a beautiful, rich, I think this smells like her animal cookie blends or her circus cookie blends. I really, really like this. The strawberry jam just blends beautifully with bakery, and you can even blend strawberry jam with other fruits, and it does well. But blending strawberry jam with bakery, I love it. And Julie has a fantastic blend with this. You get a little bit of the creamy, a little bit of rich. Some moments you get just strawberry jam. Other moments you do get that animal cookie. This is Strawberry Frosted Cookies. I have more of this. I just had a couple pieces left of that brittle, and I thought, why am I holding on to this? I just got to use that up. Okay, next is, we'll do more Destination Wax, because I do have a couple more lavenders in here I want to talk about. Lavender Sugar Cookie. This one has been done 1,000 times. Every vendor has done this at some point. I did not like this. I did not like the lavender and her sugar cookie oil blended together. I don't know what it was. My husband liked it. It was just okay to him. That means he likes it. It's just not something he would want me to buy again or that he cares to smell again, kind of a thing. I speak Marty, and it's taken years to understand. He's a man of few words, but I listen when he tells me about my wax stuff. So I know this one's popular, and lavender and sugar cookie, traditionally, it's fantastic. I mean, look at the first blend I talked about, Dream a Little Dream. It's Lavender Bakery. I love Lavender Bakery. I mean, have you seen my L3 Customs? A shit ton of Lavender Bakery. I love it. I don't know if it's her sugar cookie. I haven't smelled Rebecca's sugar cookie oil independently to know if it's that. And this lavender, it might just be plain lavender. It might be herbal, sweet. I couldn't really tell. There was just something off with it. It's nothing about her or her wax. She knows what she's doing. It's just this one for me. Not good. Lavender Provence, or Provence. The Scent of Lavender Blossoms from France. This smells just like herbal lavender. And I loved this. Here in Utah, there are several essential oil companies, doTERRA, Young Living, they're all headquartered here. I cannot diffuse essential oils, straight essential oils in my home due to my cat. Poppy is sensitive to smells. She does not react to wax at all. When I've tested her, if I have a cream on my hands that has any sort of essential oil in it, she wants to eat me and attack me. So I know not to mess around with that. And plus, my vet, I've talked to her before. My cat has an autoimmune condition right in between her forehead. She has a little boo-boo. It is sterile pyogranulomatous dermatitis. That's her diagnosis. Took almost 1.5 years to figure that out. Thousands of dollars, 2 surgeries, and dermatologists that she goes to now. But my baby, 10 months old she was when she developed that. She will be 4. I will have a 4-year-old cat on June 10th. That's her birthday, right before my birthday. So Mama's furry soulmate. We're both Geminis. This smells, like I was saying, just like lavender essential oil. Whether you have doTERRA, Young Living, or the thousands of other essential oil companies out there. I do have a roller stick that I use when I have a headache really badly. It does respond to me, and I do have Deep Blue. That's from doTERRA. Being that doTERRA is headquartered out here, everybody has it some way, shape, or form. Where I used to go get my hair done before my hairstylist switched salons, and she now is independently. She works for herself. That salon used to rub Deep Blue on your neck when you were getting your hair washed, and they were giving you your scalp massage. And I kind of miss that because, just giving yourself a neck massage is not the same. And if if your husband's like my husband, 2 minutes of this is asking for a lot. So I just leave it to the professionals and go get a massage, which I actually have one scheduled this week. We'll have to see if I can keep it. Sometimes I have late afternoon meetings I have to be part of. But this just is essential oil lavender. I'll stop with the tangent. Finally, this one is lavender nicotiano. I think Nicotiana. I think that's how you say this one. This is lavender twilight blended with tobacco sugar. So lavender twilight is a lush blend, and I think it's like a sleepy time, sleepy lavender blend with tobacco sugar. This one, it was super sweet tobacco. It wasn't necessarily Cuban. It wasn't necessarily tobacco leaf. It was there, but the lavender just dominated everything. I liked this one. Would I buy it again? No, because it was a little bit too sweet for me, if that makes sense. This next one's my baby girl. I absolutely adore this scent. And when it comes back, I'm buying multiple of whatever it's offered in. This is Swanky. Swanky is owned by Jeannie Jeffrey from Bremerton/Silverdale, Washington. I don't know which one. I have my Swanky haul. I still need to film. It's lined up here on my bed in the order I want to film it in. However, the blend I'm talking about is Bubble Bath Sugared Roses. I love the hell out of this blend. It is strong, it's creamy, it's feminine, it's rich, it's sugared roses, sweet, beautiful roses with beautiful, gorgeous bubble bath. And I haven't seen, I don't know when Swanky's next pre-order is. I remember putting bubble bath sampler and sugared roses sampler on a blend request, the list that Jeannie has us in vote for. If it's been finalized, I'll have to check. I don't know. Maybe it has. But if those 2 samplers are coming, I'm buying them. This is absolutely phenomenal. It throws, it lasts, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. Like I said, it's feminine, it's bath time, it's relaxation time, it's massage time, it's whatever time you want it to be. Bubble bath and roses. This is gorgeous. I would wear this in a perfume. I would use this in the bath. I would have this as a cream. I would have everything. I want to dive in a tub of it Love it, love it, love it. Swanky is my vendor for perfumey and expensive smelling complicated blends like tobacco. She has a great angel share, cedar angel, library, whispers in the library, whatever. Those complex perfumey fragrances, Swanky's there for it, and her bubble bath too. Okay, next is another rose blend. This is from Scoopable Wax Melts, owned by Kathy and Tim Folly Faley, not sure how to say it, from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, I believe. AKA Jenny Oaks' parents. This was a rose of creamy rose elegance. This is velvet aroma of fresh roses enveloped in a rich, creamy undertone. This was creamy, rich roses, similar to bubble bath sugared roses, but not bubble bath sugared roses. It was creamy and rich. I wish it threw a little bit better than it did. It was good. It was great in a bathroom in a small space. It doesn't have the kick that the Swanky rose oil has, but this is a nice, beautiful, creamy, relaxing rose. I have a couple more roses of this. I didn't do a haul video for that because I really bought like 3 scoops and like 3 roses, and I don't like to do baby hauls. I don't know. It's just me. Okay, because I've been having a track record lately of having long-ass videos. I know, I've been going over an hour each time. It's just me. It is what it is. You get me. That's what I do. This next one is Dessa's Homespun Scents. She is in Ohio, living a life, and doesn't have a date yet for when she is going to be able to open. She's hoping that the construction on her basement can start pretty soon. I haven't talked to her. She messaged me at the beginning of the week, asked me a couple of questions on some things, but she's thinking late June, July, maybe. But she will definitely update in the group. And in the meantime, I posted yesterday, tell me what scent that you're looking forward to potentially having her offer in her next list, because Dessa reads all those things. She sees all your posts, and she, just is keeping track of what you guys want. This one, so she's in Western Ohio, close to Dayton. I don't remember the town where she is, but I think she got to see the Northern Lights. I'm pretty sure she did. Ohio had a spectacular show. And they had their first tornado warning. In fact, there was a tornado where I'm from, in that area. There's tornado weather, I guess. And one thing about living in Utah is the risk for tornadoes is low, but the earthquake risk is high. So, hey, I guess you win some, lose some. Anyways, Sparkling Ginger Ale. This is ginger, orange, lemon, lime, and fizzy effervescence. I've talked about this one briefly before, and this is a nice fizzy ginger ale. And after warming this whole entire bar, this was her breakaway bar of 7 pieces. I don't really care for orange with my ginger, my lemon, and lime. It not that I don't like orange, but orange with lemon and lime wasn't my favorite. This was a rich kick of fizzy, definitely fizzy pop. I probably could have blended this, put a little bit more of, I could have put lemon in it or some lime if I had it, but I didn't. I warmed this in my, my upstairs, specifically in my guest bathroom and in my master bedroom and bath. I kept it over in that region of my home. And I wouldn't buy it again just because, like I said, I don't like the orange blended with it. But if you're looking for a nice, refreshing, fruity fizz, this one might be for you. Next is Knowles Farm Scents, owned by Travis Knowles, from Lincoln, Illinois, I think. Man, I'm struggling with remembering these today. This is from the Taylor Swift inspired pre-order. This is I Bet You Think About Me. This was the coffee blends. This is Cali Coffee Bar, Sugar Cookie Dough Bread, and Palo Santo. I blew through this bag pretty quickly. I bought 2 of these. I only bought a couple of bags. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump that. I only bought a couple of bags of from his pre-order. But Cali Coffee Bar, I think, is coffee. It's kind of, it's a simple blend, but it's a good coffee blend. I think it's coffee and cream and sugar, maybe, something like that. But the sugar cookie dough bread, sugar cookie, friendship bread, and zucchini bread, I think. And Palo Santo is Palo Santo. This is a beautiful coffee bakery. It performed beautifully. Travis's wax does very well in my home. I purchased a small order from him on Friday, so I got the 1, 2, 3 punch from all the vendors. I really like this one. I know a lot of you guys are loving this one too. If you haven't warmed it yet, get it out and try it. I think you'll be surprised. It's a really good coffee bakery, not skunky. And this last one is Teddy Bees. Not last one. I have L3 to talk about here. But Teddy Bees is owned by Tiffany Smith from Houston, Texas. She's working on her next pre-order list that hasn't been posted yet, and I don't even think she has a date yet. But definitely, Facebook is not showing me any updates from Tiffany in Teddy Bees. I see your posts of what you're warming and comments and stuff, but I don't see a damn thing from Tiffany, which is so weird. It's weird. It is. But Wax Snob. This one. I can still smell it in the bag. It's so strong. Pink pepper, sandalwood, sweet citrus, pear, peach, and sensual vanilla. This one is super complex. I really didn't even know what I was smelling. I mean, in a good way. I didn't even know what I was smelling, honestly. It was just something so unique and so intoxicatingly beautiful. Like I said, I didn't know what I was smelling. I wasn't smelling sandalwood. I wasn't smelling pepper. I wasn't really even smelling fruit. I was just smelling this beautiful, again, intoxicatingly beautiful fragrance. If this comes back, grab a souffle and try it. I mean, I really can't do it justice because I can't really describe. It's a little sweet. It's a little citrus. It's a little expensive smelling. I don't know how to do this one justice. I'm going to just shut up with that. Okay. Onward and upward with L3, I think. I have a couple Glitterati and then L3. Glitterati is owned by Janine Genzano from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. She's working on her pre-order. Probably shipping in the next few weeks. I haven't really seen much. Like I said, I don't have to beat the dead horse. Coney Island. This was a sample I got from the first pre-order of the year. This is strawberry, saltwater taffy, pineapple, and orchids. I love pineapple and orchid together. There is a vendor that I'm actually going to be getting a haul from tomorrow that I haven't purchased from in a long time. A Scented Adventure, aka Gigi's Scented Adventure. I have been with Gigi since she started her wax. And in my early videos on my channel, I have a few of Gigi videos and I talked about her. But then I stopped purchasing because there were just vendors like Destination Wax and Hayden Rowe, back when, when she used to do wax melts. I just had to put some on hold, and those were the ones that made it. But Gigi and I are friends. I talked to her before she had her, her surgeries several months ago. I talked to her. I keep telling her, I'm going to make another order. I'm going to make an order. I'm coming back. I never left. And I got pineapple and orchid. She has the Slatkin dupe for pineapple and orchid. If you were a Bath & Body Works customer back when Harry was part of Bath & Body Works, some of their best candles, if any, that was their best work back then when Harry was involved. Harry, his candles suck in my home, and I won't waste any more money on them because they don't perform in my home. But when he was back with Bath & Body Works, pineapple orchid. Oh my God, that I love that scent. It's just, it's sweet. It's a little floral. It's a little fruity. It's tropical. It's sexy. It's alluring. Pineapple orchid. I don't know if, why I said Gigi is she has that, and I ordered two loaves of that, and I can't wait for it to be here. It's perfect for summer. If you haven't tried Gigi Scented Adventure or A Scented Adventure, look on Facebook. She has a pre-order about every month at the beginning of the month, she does mini loaves and she does some ready to ship. I don't really know all the forms that she has. She does designer, high-end, niche, a little bit more expensive fragrances. She does bakery, fruity, everything that everybody else does. Gigi has it. But she's known for her little mini loaves that she does at the beginning of the month. Anyways, Coney Island, back to Janine's stuff. I don't know if the pineapple orchid is what is in here because the saltwater taffy and the strawberry were the star in this. The saltwater taffy was very, very creamy and fruity. I love saltwater taffy oil. It's just, it smells like you think taffy would smell like. And the strawberry, it's nice and creamy and rich and fruity, and it just, I liked this blend a lot. Would I purchase this? Probably in a souffle. I don't think I would want a big loaf of it because, you know, I love fruity stuff, but sometimes I really just I want my strawberry to be with bakery, really. I don't know. I like all strawberry. Cognac, it's a good blend. What am I talking about? It's a good blend. I just love Janine's Bakery. Lou's Bakery is my favorite blend of hers. Lou's Bakery and there's quite a few, but Lou's Bakery is my top blend from Janine. Absolutely. Next, I have Moonflower Nectar and Blackberry Plum. Moonflower Nectar, this one's very tough to describe, but I will say, whatever Moonflower is, it blends beautifully with Blackberry and Plum. Blackberry and Plum is a nice, deep, rich, dark fragrance. Dark as in a rich, kind of like pomegranate juice is rich. It's not a light smelling berry or fruit. I love plums. Plums are good. It blends beautifully with Moonflower. I have Moonflower from Swanky, actually, and it's beautiful and gorgeous, and I was actually warming some of it before I switched to Teddy Bees for the month, but Moonflower is, it's tough to describe. It's not quite floral. I don't even know what category it should live in, honestly. It's just, it's in a class of its own, and I really liked that she put a fruity vibe with it. This was first of all somebody's custom, I should say. These were the chunks back when she did the mystery chunk boxes and stuff. Whoever did this, bravo, because this is it's a beautiful fragrance, very expensive smelling. Next, we have Island Fresh and Clean Cotton. This, of course, is Gain Island Fresh with a little bit more laundry. I liked this. It served its purpose. I'm not a Gain wax person. I love Gain in my real life. I actually have it right now. I love it. It's strong. It's beautiful. The original Island Fresh is just okay to me. I know I'm the one that doesn't like Island Fresh. But in wax, it doesn't translate as it does in real life to me. The Clean Cotton is always going to be a great laundry oil. It's clean, it's rich, it's like fresh sheets off the laundry line with a little extra fabric softener in there to my nose. This performed well. It's a nice tropical laundry experience. Now we're going to do L3. L3 is owned by Jennifer Westing from Junction City, Oregon. This week, she is going to, what is this week? She's going to have a RTS this week. I think she's going to start shipping her customs. No, she's going to start shipping her pre-order. I think this coming week sometime, or maybe it's next week. But I think it's on the 17th. So maybe later on this week, we'll see. This Friday is just going to be a regular ready to ship, I think. She doesn't put the pre-order extras on her website until all the pre-orders are shipped. So it's probably going to be not this coming, but the following Friday, if I had to make an educated guess. Some of these in here are my customs from my first round. I did my L3 customs video last night with my second round, and guess what? I'm up for a third round again. I am going to submit my list. It's not too big. I have a couple wild cards on there, but not too crazy this time. But I have a lot of fun creating my customs, and I have so much fun naming them. I really do. And I love filming that video because I like to tell the story of why I made that blend. I love it. I don't know. I've always said that I I want to learn how to make wax one day. I don't know if I would ever sell it or have a business. I don't know, but I'm putting it out there in the universe that I want to at least learn how to make it, and I don't know. We'll see where it takes me. I can't do it where we live right now though, because I don't have a room where I can keep all that stuff away from Poppy, and I don't want her to get hurt, or she smells something and it hurts her little lungs. I don't want to do that. And plus the basement where it would have to be is my husband's man cave, and I don't want to disturb his stuff down there. So, but we'll see. I can always use my kitchen. It's just I can't keep Poppy out of the kitchen. So we'll see. Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. This first one was a custom of mine. This was actually based off of Rose Girl's blueberry vanilla, what is it called? Blueberry vanilla sugar bread, I think. Blueberry sugar vanilla bread, something like that. This is blueberry cobbler, vanilla bean Noel, brown sugar, and zucchini bread. Yes, please. This smells almost identical to the blueberry vanilla sugar bread from Rose Girls. That's one of my favorite blends that Jenny ever put out. I love Blueberry Bakery, so does my husband. So I got this, and this is even worthy to me of getting another round of it with customs, because it's Blueberry Bakery. Who doesn't like Blueberry Bakery? I mean, I know there are those of you that don't, but you know what I mean. The brown sugar is sweetening up the blueberry cobbler beautifully. The vanilla bean Noel is there as a little bit of caramelized vanilla, and the zucchini bread is just there because it's fantastic. So that's I called that one Violet. You're turning violet, Violet. That's what I called that one. This next one is lemon cream, vanilla buttercream, sweet bakery dough, Danish butter cookies, and kettle corn. I think I called this one Art Vandelay. I think I did. I don't remember though. I had a couple lemon blends, and Art was one of the lemon blends. This was another custom of mine. This one, I really liked this one. This performed beautifully. I like to add the sweet bakery dough in whenever I can, because it adds a little bit of saltiness to that rich batter. It's not so icing and frosting and sweet as sugar cookie royale, or even sugar cookie dough. I love the sweet bakery dough. It played well with the kettle corn. The kettle corn comes alive when it's warmed up. It's phenomenal. The sweet buttercream and lemon cream. Lemon cream is a really good oil. I'm thinking of a blend right now I want to do lavender cream, lemon cream, and maybe fizzy pop. What do you think about that one? Because there's one that somebody posted, lavender cream, cream soda fizzy pop. Lemon cream, lavender cream, and fizzy pop. Maybe I'll do that one. Ooh. Okay. Anyways, this was great. Like I said, it's a nice, rich bakery lemon. Next, this was a little sample from Pie Day. This was amaretto pie crust. This is just like you think, that nice rich amaretto with that creamy delicious pie crust. Next is a little sample. This is Cali Comfort. Cali Comfort is strawberry pound cake and boardwalk marshmallow clouds. This is gorgeous. I love this. I'm not getting too much strawberry pound cake because that boardwalk marshmallow clouds is so powerful in this. It's just like a sweetened up version of boardwalk marshmallow clouds. I like this one a lot. Next is Dreamweaver. Very, 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 very popular. Sells out in 10 seconds, it seems like. Dreamweaver is lavender cream, sugar cookie dough, and bread. It's the perfect lavender bakery in that it's a lavender bread. It's not necessarily a cake or a cookie smell. It's that nice hot out of the oven bread with the butter on top. It's just that type of bread, like Rhodes Rolls type of bread. The lavender cream, I love lavender cream. I love the sugar cookie dough. This is a phenomenal blend, one of Jen's best. Dreamweaver. Amaretto, spiced oat milk, and sweet cream foam. This is one I bought. These were the little what are these called? cloud cakes, excuse me. These are cloud cakes, and I had 3 or 4 of them. I chopped them all up and put them in a bigger poly bag, and I'm talking about it now because I finished it up. I really like this blend. It has the spiced oat milk. If you've ever smelled Cafe Cubano spiced oat milk, it has the integrity of the spiced oat milk, but then you add a little bit of that creamy amaretto in there. And then the sweet cream foam is just, I mean, it doesn't really have a smell to me. It's just a little bit of vanilla. This is a really good amaretto, creamy, rich scent. And this is good for any time of day, morning, night, noon, middle of night insomniac, like I am sometimes. Although I'm trying to get better with that. I like this one. I have this in multiple different varieties in my collection. Next, White Woods and Sugar Cookie Royale. I do not exactly know what's in White Woods, but it's almost like it reminds me of the White Witch from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The old BBC version, not the new crap. I don't like to watch like Anne of Green Gables. I am an 80s baby, and I am a Wonderworks, PBS, Canadian Broadcasting Channel, whatever you want to call it, Megan Follows, Jonathan Crombie, Anne of Green Gables. I will not watch the remake. I won't watch Anne with an E. I won't watch any of that. And I will not watch anything but the BBC Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I mean, Aslan in his non-CGI gloriousness is just, it's my youth, baby. It's my youth. This is it's a little bit woodsy, but it also has a little bit of a frosty vibe to it. Not minty. White Woods is tough to describe. I didn't get too much of the Sugar Cookie Royale. It just made it a little bit sweeter. I think this is one, in my opinion, that you have to just buy and try, like White Woods, when it's offered, if it's going to be offered again. I'll have to look up the notes for that, because now I'm curious what exactly is in it. I've had it years ago. I loved it, and I got that sample. So here's another sample, custom of mine. This is lavender cream, pink sugar, strawberry, and mallow fluff. I don't remember what I called this one, but this was such a good one. I love lavender cream. Pink sugar, strawberry, marshmallow fluff. Lavender and strawberry blended together is beautiful. I chose to put the strawberry with it, the pink sugar with it, because I wanted to give it a little bit more of a sweeter kick, because I knew I was putting that marshmallow in there to kind of tone that sweetness of the pink sugar down. But pink sugar and strawberry go very well together. I've had it before from another vendor. And the lavender, lavender makes everything better, in my opinion. Another lavender one. This is sweet lavender, sugar cookie dough, cake batter, and marshmallow fluff. Another fantastic, just rich, heavy lavender bakery. What makes this one a little bit heavier bakery is that cake batter. The sugar cookie and lavender is perfection too, but that cake batter is nice and rich and buttery and creamy, and this was really good too. I love lavender bakery. Do I have any more lavender in here? Let's see. No. Another one of my customs. This was Hello Lover, which is lemon. Hello Lover, lemon cream, blueberry muffin, angel food cake, and sweet bakery dough. This one was my other lemon blend I had. I liked this one. I didn't get too much of the blueberry muffin. I probably shouldn't have added it in, because the angel food cake, the sweet bakery dough, those were just so rich, and the lemon cream and the Hello Lover, which is also Hello Sugar, it goes by different names. It's like sugared lemons. I liked this one. I have this in a larger size. These were just my extra, the custom overpour extras in the puppy packs. All of these ones I've talked about. I want to see how this performs when it's cured a little bit more, because I wonder if that blueberry muffin will come out to play more with the lemon. That's just what I'm thinking in my head. Next, this one is, I was trying to see how close I could get to Super Tarts Fake and Bake. This is zucchini bread, sugar cookie, and sweet cream. This isn't Fake and Bake, of course, because Brandy has her touch on her blending, but this one is just great. I love zucchini bread and sugar cookie, and it just a little bit of sweet cream to add a little bit of depth and a little bit of cream, rich cream. It's sweetened condensed milk, basically. I love this. I can't wait to crack into my big size. It's downstairs in my overflow storage. I know I have overflow storage. But this is just, love this. Love this. Love this. Love that. This next one is another custom of mine. I used about most of my custom overflow puppy packs. I did because I really wanted to see how they did. This one I called, it was my inspiration for this one was Fruitopia from when I was in high school, the Fruitopia machines. Something imagination. I can't remember what I named this one. It was my favorite Fruitopia, which was nothing but sugar. It's why it's not on the market anymore. And Surge. Remember Surge? Surge was out, and Surge sold out so quickly out of the soda machines in my high school. They didn't have the soda machines on during lunchtime. They were only on when lunch wasn't on. It's weird. So anybody who would go to the bathroom would always go and get a soda from a couple of soda machines that were in my school. And Surge was the rage. I haven't thought about Surge in years. But anyways, this is Jolly Rancher Green Apple, watermelon, pomegranate, strawberry, and banana. What I was trying to go for this was I was inspired by We'll Always Have Paris from Vintage Chic Scents, but I added a little bit of banana in here because I was thinking of Fruitopia. I was thinking, what does Paris remind me of Vintage Chic Scent? And I thought this is very fruity and Fruitopia, and I thought that's what I'm going to go with, the banana. So I looked up old pictures of Fruitopia on Google, because what would we do without Google and YouTube? I mean, tell me about it. And I put a little bit of banana in it because I think there was banana in some of those Fruitopia drinks. This is beautiful. It's so fruity, 1, 2, 3 punch. It's a little bit of strawberry, a little bit of watermelon, a little bit of apple, a little bit of everything. This is the Cornucopia Fruit Basket, baby. This is so fresh and bright. It's yummy. Next, this was another one of mine. This is amaretto, cream cheese frosting, kolaches, and zucchini bread. This one performed just like I wanted it to. It is that heavy, heavy bakery of kolaches, that rich, sweet cream cheese frosting. Amaretto, which is my second love right now. My first love, excuse me, the taco peppers are speaking to me right now. I can't always eat green peppers, but I like green peppers, so I just deal with it. Excuse me. What am I talking about? Amaretto is my third love right now. In its first place, in the first couple of places are Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds and Roses. I can't get enough right now. And I guess Roasted Pine Cone is in there too, but there's always a huge place in my heart for Amaretto. The zucchini bread is in here too, with that creamy, rich, spicy sweetness. Not too much. I really like this. I mean, I really like everything that L3 gives. There's very few duds that I really have when I warm L3. And it's just, I'm still sad that Jen's closing her doors, and I know a lot of you guys are too. But I'm so grateful that she listens and pours exclusively what we want. I mean, she has some things that she's pouring because, she's using up things and such. But for the most part, she gives us what we want. And we can't ask for more than that, can we? So, this is such a rich, a little bit of creamy, a little bit of, not just a baby touch of spice, but mostly heavy, heavy, heavy bakery. Next, this one is Twisted Peppermint Pink Sugar Pie Crust. So this was a chunk from last year, back when they did their massive, huge, thick chunks from last summer. This one was actually one of my requests, and I wanted to see how the Twisted Peppermint, which is a body care and a home fragrance from Bath & Body Works, I wanted to see how that did with the pink sugar and pie crust. The Twisted Peppermint overtook this scent. I couldn't get any pink sugar. I couldn't get any pie crust. It was just a creamy, creamy bakery Twisted Twisted Peppermint, which I liked this. I did. Would I want it again? Probably not, because I really think the Twisted Peppermint is it's pretty good on its own. It doesn't really need a bakery part. I don't want to say it didn't work, but I've had better, if that makes sense. Next is one of our favorites, our meaning a lot of us collectively, and I know Miss Tam is on this list. This is Blueberry Muffin Zucchini Bread. I may or may not have multiple loaves of this. This one never lets me down. It never lets any of us down. It performs beautifully like a dream. That rich blueberry muffin and that beautiful zucchini bread. I mean, two of my favorite staples for zucchini bread is blueberry zucchini bread and strawberry zucchini bread. I mean, any day, any time, I warm that, and that consistency is there, and that just yummy deliciousness, fattening, creamy, fruity bakery masterpiece is there. I'm going wild tonight, I know. This was a chunk from last year. I love this in scoops because it just, the scoops perform beautifully. I mean, the formula is a little bit of a higher fragrance load. But the blueberry muffin is just, it's so inviting. It's almost like you're baking them and they're coming right out of the oven. So, blueberry muffin zucchini bread. And this last one, and this video is a wrap. This last one is of all the blend creations I've had and customs I've had and ideas I've had, this is the one that I personally am the most proud of because of how well it turned out. And I have to give that credit to Jen and Trish and whoever on their side blended this baby. This is Fresh Cut Roses, Boom Boom, Warm Vanilla Sugar, and Dove. I named this one Moira Rose. So, this is a delicate, delicious, lush, feminine, creamy, beautiful, perfumey, just experience. The Fresh Cut Roses is there, but it's very, very, very creamy. You have a little bit of that Dove soap to add a little bit of that. I mean, Dove is the traditional bars, like the pink Dove, the white Dove, and whatever varieties of Dove they have. Those beautiful, rich, creamy experiences. I mean, I love the smell of Dove. I love pink Dove, white Dove. I love the Dove body wash. I love Dove anything. It's a little bit of that creamy, cleansing experience and roses that I think, Moira probably wouldn't use Dove, but she looks like she would smell like how Dove smells, with a little bit of sophisticated rose, with Boom Boom, and with warm vanilla sugar. I mean, my imagination runs away with me a little bit. But this is that blend. This lasts a long time. It lingers. And I love that it does, because this is just, I am so proud of this scent, and I thank L3 so much for bringing this to life. And not only that, she poured it again for in scoops, and I grabbed multiple ones. And this, I really frankly might get some more of this, because I absolutely love a rose blend. And Boom Boom, warm vanilla sugar, it just takes on this creamy, inviting, spa-like experience. And that Dove soap is just a creamy, cleansing experience. So, I'm done. That's all my empties for the month of April 2024. Stay tuned in June for my Teddy Bees empties. That's what I'm working on this month. So, thank you so much if you made it this far, 1 hour and 23 minutes. Have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll see you soon.